Hmm.
Ma'am, your phone says LG Stylo 6 in a tan sweater. Can you tell me your name, please?
Melissa Marks.
Thank you.
Parents' reaction to the book in which he addresses his battle with addiction. Hey, this is Calvin. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Ma'am, your phone says LaDonna Lee. Is that your full name?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Good morning. It looks like somebody is called in with an 817 area code with the phone number ending in 763. Can you tell me your name, please?
My name is Juan Serta.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Serta.
This is Doug or
What are you here for, ma'am? Ma'am, what are you here for?
I need to ask some questions.
Okay, what is it in reference to?
Well, my brother's in jail, and I'm trying to get his significant other out of my house.
Okay. Unfortunately, we have a docket this morning, so I mean, you're welcome to wait. It's just gonna take several hours. If she's living in your house, you may have to do an eviction. I don't know if I can give you,
Just filed eviction, but they told me it would be the end of June. Before anything happened.
there's a moratorium on evictions under, it's not something that the court, we're not doing. It's the fact that federal law is prohibiting evictions in certain circumstances. So why don't you just leave your number there and I'll certainly call you and we can touch base about it. I just don't know if I can give you legal advice about it. I don't know. I'll have to talk to you about what the parameters are, okay?
Okay,
So,
thank you. For the education. By the way, 65.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Morning. I'm assuming I'm in the right place.
this is Karnes County Court for,
I have a,
we'll put you on mute, Mr. Perkins. The judge will call the docket at 9.
okay, thank you very much.
Sir, there's somebody sitting with a green door behind them labeled Fortune 3. Can you tell me your name, sir? You're on mute, so you'll have to unmute yourself to tell me your name, sir.
Yeah, I'm looking, where to
Mr. Bonilla,
unmute.
you're good. You're good to go. Okay. Can you tell me your name?
See, I'm mostly just Brandon joining.
There we go.
Tell me your name, sir.
Adrian Perez.
Sir, you have a green door behind you. The gentleman I'm speaking to is a
Brandon joining.
Brandon Duenas. Thank you, sir. I'm going to rename you. Sir, walking through your house with labeled iPhone, can you tell me your name, please?
Joseph Seamer.
Joseph. What's your last name, sir?
Seamer, Cemer.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Mona Perez's daughter was in an accident yesterday with her boyfriend. She was taken.
All right, good morning, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, we
morning.
good to go.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, welcome. Today's April 12th. We're here for county court, albeit via Zoom. Looking forward to getting back to normal next week and settings in person. But for today, let's get started with the docket call. First, I have the state of Texas versus Ophelia Davila, and I have
Judge,
to reset.
Mr. Ernst called. He and Miss Davila will be here in person. They'll be in the courtroom this morning for a plea.
Okay, very good. State of Texas versus Richard Ibarra Salceda.
Mr. Bonilla is here, Judge, for his client.
He's here at probation, Your Honor.
He's there at probation, Courtney?
Correct.
Okay, very good. And State of Texas versus Brandon Riley Dueñez. I think we saw him.
Mr. Dueñez will need to be in
Brandon
person,
Dueñez.
Judge. Mr. Dueñez will need to come to the Karnes County Courthouse. He is here on Zoom, but his presence will be required here in court.
Mr. Dueñez, did you hear that? Brandon Dueñez, we're going to need you to come. We're going to need you to come to the courthouse for some paperwork. State of Texas versus Paul Wayman Justice.
Good morning, Judge. I'm present for Mr. Justice, and I'm checking to see if he's there.
He just called the office, Your Honor. He said he's going to be running late.
Okay, thank you, Courtney. Thank you, Monica. And State of Texas versus Christian Vidal Arreola. Christian Vidal Arreola.
Present in the courtroom.
Present in the courtroom.
And Judge, Tony Bonilla is here. He may be here for Ted.
Yeah, I saw Tony down there.
Also, Judge, Miss Ophelia Davila showed up.
Okay, she's there in the courtroom. Thank you, Javier.
Yes.
State of Texas versus Jesus Javier Jaquez Jr.
Present, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Jaquez
And Judge,
Kyle's over there.
Mr. Ernst will be here in person.
State of Texas versus Charles Walter McCullough.
Present in the courtroom.
Your Honor, I'm here on behalf of him as well.
Thank you, Mr. Robert. State of Texas versus Robert Villarreal.
That's my client. He has a felony. Just asking for.
Robert Villarreal.
Mr. Ernst is here for him, and he's saying he has a felony.
We are on the felony, Judge. We're not on his misdemeanor in your court.
Okay,
I'll confer with Kyle and Monica on that.
thank you. State of Texas versus William Brent Batson.
Judge,
Your Honor, I'm here, Your Honor.
I'm present for Mr. Batson, Judge. I would just like to confer with the state when I have a chance.
Very good. State of Texas versus Michael Reyna.
Present in the courtroom.
I'm present here for him, Judge.
Where is ER? There he is. All right.
Morning, Judge.
Morning. And State of Texas versus Trino Soto.
Good morning,
President.
Judge. He should be present in the courtroom this morning.
He's here.
Thank you. State of Texas versus Cleophas Brian Leal.
I'm present for him, Judge.
All right, got it. State of Texas versus Joa Refugio Hernandez.
Good morning, Judge. We are present. He is online.
Present.
And State of Texas versus Angel Salinas Gonzalez.
Judge, I'm present for her. She should be online. She called me for the ID number. I don't,
He's here, Xavier.
okay,
Okay,
I'll confer with the state.
thank you. State of Texas versus Adrian N. Perez.
Mr. Pettis is present on the Zoom, Judge.
Robert.
I'm present for him,
Robert.
Judge.
State of Texas versus Jeremy Daniel Rodriguez.
I'm also present for him, Judge.
Veronica Garcia Hernandez.
State of Texas versus Melissa Marie Marks.
Here.
Okay, Ms. Marks, I don't have an attorney listed for you. Are you going to represent yourself? Are you going to hire an attorney? Are you going to apply for a court-appointed attorney?
I'm representing myself.
Okay, all right.
Judge will confer with her.
State of Texas versus Nathaniel Scott Myers. Denise here.
I have not heard from Miss Martinez, but we'll reach out to her office, Judge, and let you know.
State of Texas versus Gino Benito Reyes.
Good morning, Judge. He is present with counsel.
Speak up. Take your mask off. What's the last name? Leal.
Who's there, Javier?
Name again?
Brian, yeah.
Brian Leal.
Okay. State of Texas versus Richard Burt Lockhart.
Your Honor, Eric Perkins here for Mr. Lockhart. I don't see him online yet. We did confirm last night that he had the address, so if the court will indulge me and let me see if I can find if he is one of these non-identified
Okay.
phone numbers on here, but we'll confer, Your Honor.
And State of Texas versus Joseph Seymour. Thought I saw him on here.
Judge, I did rename him.
You're on mute. Joseph, you're on mute. You're on mute, Mr. Seymour.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I'm present.
Okay. What do you want to do about an attorney, Mr. Seymour? I don't have one listed. You can hire one. You can represent yourself. You can apply for a court appointed.
I'll represent myself, Your Honor.
Okay. And the State of Texas versus Angel Lee Reyes.
I'm present for him, Judge.
Okay. State of Texas versus Jimmy Lee Rios.
Good morning, Judge. He is present with counsel.
State of Texas versus Jennifer De Leon Jonas.
Present in the courtroom.
State of Texas versus Michael David Mahaffey.
Judge, that's a Class C ticket. Mr. McAfee's on here. We'll get him paperwork this morning.
Thank you.
State of Texas versus Brandon Scott Kennedy. We got disposed of last month. State of Texas versus Terry Courtney Campbell. Terry Courtney Campbell. State of Texas versus Lorena Lee Galleros. Lorena Lee Galleros.
Judge, that's Mr. Ernst's case. She may be coming in person. Mr. Ernst had instructed some of his clients to come here, so I'll check the status with Mr. Ernst.
She's present in the courtroom now.
Thank you, Javier. State of Texas versus Julio Cesar Gutierrez. Julio Cesar Gutierrez. State of Texas versus Thomas Garza. Thomas Garza.
Present with counsel.
Okay.
We would like an opportunity to confer with the prosecutor, Your Honor.
Yes, we will. We'll get in the breakout.
Yes, I'm Julio Gutierrez.
Who's LGK40?
Oh, that'll be you.
That'll be me.
Yeah, what's your name, sir?
Julio Gutierrez. Julio Cesar Gutierrez.
Okay. All right, Mr. Gutierrez, what do you want to do about an attorney? I don't have one listed. You can hire one. You can represent yourself. You can apply for a court-appointed attorney.
I'll represent myself.
Very good. And State of Texas versus Tanya Marie Stewart. Tanya Marie Stewart. State of Texas versus Juan Josu Cerda.
Good morning, Judge. He is present with counsel.
State of Texas versus Jimmy Garza. Jimmy Garza here. Jimmy Garza. State of Texas versus Giovanni Isai Marquina. Giovanni Isai Marquina. State of Texas versus Merced Rosales.
President in the courtroom.
Javier, ask her what she wants to do about an attorney. Hire one, represent himself.
Mr. Rosales, do you want to do an attorney?
You need an attorney to represent yourself?
Was that?
Court appointed.
Javier, Merced Gonzalez is in his house. That's a different individual. Merced is on this.
Mr. Rosales, Merced.
You Merced?
Yes, sir.
Hey, do you want, I don't have an attorney listed for you. Do you want to apply for a court-appointed attorney? You want to represent yourself?
Yes, sir.
You want to apply?
Yes, sir.
Okay, they'll put you in a breakout room and you'll need to get with
Marcella?
adult probation, okay?
Yes, sir.
Judge, it looks like there's a Merced Rosales Senior with Javier in person, and there's a Merced Rosales Junior online. So if that's probably the confusion this morning.
I don't think we have a junior on the docket, do we?
They're probably filed very similarly. We'll sort that out for you.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Mr. Liao showed up. Mr. Liao, what do you want to do about an attorney? You want to represent yourself? Brian Liao in the courtroom.
He says he has an attorney.
Judge, I believe that's mine. He just showed up late.
And Judge, he has a new case, Mr. Liao, so we'll ask that Mr. Reynolds be appointed to both cases.
Yeah. State of Texas versus Angelica Marie Reyes.
Good morning, Judge. I am present with Miss Reyes. She's calling from the 804 phone number, I believe. Miss Reyes, if you'll confirm.
Yes, I'm present.
Thank you.
All right. State of Texas versus Siobhan Beth Garza.
President in the courtroom.
What does she want to do about an attorney, Javier?
Court appointed.
State of Texas versus Megan Mary De Leon.
President in the courtroom.
Same announcement. Do you want to apply for a court appointed?
Court appointed also.
State of Texas versus Jennifer Marie Guzman.
Your Honor, Noel Reese for Ms. Guzman. There was confusion in my office. I didn't realize we could appear in person. I'd previously conferred with the state about an offer that we'd like to proceed with. If I leave for Karnes City right now, I could be there in an hour, and we can take care of that matter today, Your Honor.
I'll let you, after we call the docket, I'll let you visit with county attorney's office and see how y'all want to go about doing that.
Okay.
I'm okay either way. State of Texas versus Priscilla Ann Pena.
President of the courtroom. She wants a court appointed attorney.
Thank you. State of Texas versus Barry Elliott Lands. Barry Elliott Lands. And Andrew Del Cueto, attorney. State of Texas versus LaDonna K. Lee.
Good morning, Judge. She is present with counsel.
Good.
Here.
State of Texas versus Veronica Garcia Hernandez.
President of the courtroom.
She's in the courtroom.
Yes, wants a court appointed attorney.
Okay. State of Texas versus Rudolfo Cruz III. Rudy Cruz.
Present, Your Honor.
All right. Rudy, I don't have an attorney listed for you. You want to apply for one? You want to represent yourself? You want to hire your own attorney?
I represent myself.
Okay. State of Texas versus Ronnie Martinez. Did we call Ronnie Martinez? Monica, that's what we
He was in custody at Geo. He's been released, or it's my understanding he was going to bond out on his Wilson County charges. Ms. Corrala represents him, and we've sent her paperwork.
Correct, Judge.
Okay. And then that's all I have on the docket. Is there anybody that's on here that I didn't call your name? Anybody in the courtroom, Javier, that we didn't call their name?
Your Honor, Paul Justice has arrived at the probation office.
Okay, thank you, Renee.
And Your Honor,
We're all good here, sir.
Judge, also, I don't know if you saw the message for that Giovanni Garcia. He sent a message that he is present.
I've renamed him.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Dillinger, clarify for me, is Mr. Salcedo's case today involving the revocation of probation, or is it set for a pretrial on the criminal case? It's pending.
It's a motion to revoke on the 2018 case. It's just a setting on it. So I'll put you in a breakout room and we'll confer.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Anybody else? I didn't call your name. You showed up late.
Your Honor, Richard Lockhart is here. He's under Moto G Stylus.
I'm sorry, Mr. Perkins, I can barely hear you.
Let me get closer to the computer.
Mr. Perkins, I'll rename him for you.
Okay, thank you.
Also on the Merced Rosales confusion, it looks like it's Merced Rosales senior set today. We don't have junior set till May 17th.
We'll pull him forward though to go ahead and get him in play.
Okay.
Okay, anybody else? All right, so what we're gonna do, the county attorney's office is gonna put y'all in break rooms. For those that need court-appointed attorneys, you're gonna need to get with Renee, Courtney with adult probation, and get some paperwork that will come back to me so I can look at that to see if you qualify. And then in the meantime, the attorneys can meet with the state and we can get rocking and rolling. I know this isn't fun doing it this way, but it's the way that we've got to do it for a couple more weeks anyways. And so hang in there, let's get going and see what we can get done.
Really briefly, Judge. Good morning. Can you confirm when we will be back in person?
When what?
Back in
When we're
person,
back
May
in person?
17th.
May 17th. Okay, thank you.
Ms. Gordon, we've sent an email to your boss.
And also, for those folks that are on, make sure that whenever you are talking with your attorney or your representation, or if you're representing yourself, make sure that you get a piece of paper that's either signed by me or signed by your attorney before you log out or leave here today. You're going to need something so we don't issue a warrant for you. All right.
Okay, let me give everybody some general set of instructions. There are two county attorneys here this morning that'll meet with each of you. So it will require some patience here this morning. Like the judge said, everybody will need a signed piece of paper in order to be excused from court today. That will come either in the form of a reset sent to your attorney, where you will sign digitally. I don't care if you want to print it, sign it, take a photo of it. If you want to digitally sign it with your smartphone, if you want to sign it with your computer and some Adobe sign, it will be sent to you as a PDF. It must be signed, sent back to your attorney, and then sent back to my office. If you have an attorney, your attorney will do the work for you. If you do not have an attorney, it will come directly to your email, which my staff will send to you. You will sign it and it will be returned to us. If you enter a plea today, you will be sent all of the plea documents, and we will do the plea here on Zoom this morning, unless you've made special arrangements. If you're being placed on probation or if you're being sentenced to a jail sentence, you will be required to come in person to the Karnes County Community Supervision Office so that you can go through your intake process, unless you have some sort of COVID excuse or some sort of arrangements with my office. So you would then leave with the plea paperwork. If you do not have the judge's signature on either the reset or the plea paperwork, the judge will issue a warrant for your arrest at 5 o'clock today. So just make sure you have that information and that your lawyer or myself has excused you to log off the Zoom. Otherwise, we just ask that you have patience. We'll ask that everybody remain on mute, and you can go about your day if you have something to do, as long as you have the phone near you, so that when I call your name, you can come back on the screen, and we can place you in a breakout room or with your attorney. If you're being placed in a breakout room, you'll be getting an invitation. It'll pop up on your screen saying join breakout room. You can join that breakout room and it'll place you in a room with your attorney where you can confer, and we're not a party to that conversation. If it's placing you in a breakout room with myself or Mr. Mullen because you've asked for the opportunity to confer with the state, it'll place you in a room. And do remember that this is broadcasting live on YouTube, which means anything that if you're playing rap music and you don't have it on mute, we can hear that music. If you're playing an old Western, we can hear the old Western. Whatever it is that you're doing, we can hear. So just make sure you keep yourself on mute. And also, if leave your camera on, we can see what you're doing. So just be cognizant of that. Because you may not want YouTube watching that, or maybe you do, so that's fine too. But we'll get to you in the order that we have it on the docket, so we're going to move through it as quickly as we can. And so please, just if you have questions, I am the host administrator for this court, so just send a message in the chat if you have an immediate concern or ask for some sort of help, okay? Anybody have any questions before we start setting people in rooms?
Jennifer, this is Robert Mount. Real quick, I have a motion to suppress in the 226, and I've got to hop off. Can I get a reset on this, and we can just confer off docket?
Absolutely.
That's on William Batson. We all send me.
I'm going to have Vanessa send you an email this morning, sending you a date into June, and then we'll have now any court dates after May 17th. We'll be back in person without prior contact with me. So just make sure you contact me if you need other arrangements.
We'll do. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And just have your client sign that and send it back to us before 5.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care.
Dillingham?
Yes, ma'am. We'll put you in a breakout room in just a little bit. Do you have another appearance as well?
Well, I was going to ask for a reset. We
I need to confer with you on that, so I can't do a reset yet.
Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Rosales, go ahead and stay online, and we will put you in a breakout room with probation. If you've asked for a court-appointed attorney, either Mr. Moore or Ms. Merton are going to pull you into a breakout room. When they do that, they're going to get information to do a pauper's affidavit. So we will be with you shortly, okay? Thank you.
I'm putting him in a breakout room right now, Jennifer.
she's on mute, so it's okay. Mr. Rodolfo Cruz, can you hear me, sir? Can you turn your camera on if you're there?
Yes.
Whoever's playing that guitar needs to mute.
Debe todo presente.
Jennifer?
Over here.
Jennifer, are you on?
Morning.
Hey, sorry about that.
Okay. Um,
Jennifer?
Yes, sir.
Where am I muted? I can't hear her.
Javier, did you need me?
I can't hear you. Something happened to my phone. Mr. Liao wants a breakout room with the attorney, Mr. Ernst.
Okay, Mr. Ernst is here in person. So he's been in and out of your
Was it
courtroom.
Mr. Ernst, you said? Who's your attorney?
I think it's Eric Reynolds. Yeah, it's Eric Reynolds.
Oh,
Give me-
Mr. Reynolds, I'm sorry.
Give me a few minutes and I'll get Eric over there, okay?
Okay,
Because he's
thanks.
gonna have to use your phone or somebody, one of the bailiff's phones to do that.
Yes.
So. Can he use your phone?
Yeah, we'll use Tim's phone.
Okay, I need to know which phone is Tim's. I think he's got his thumb over it. Hold on, let me rename him.
There you go. Now I got it.
There we go. All right,
Miss.
Mr. Serta, will you please join break room 4, please? Mr. Reyes, if you'll please join the breakout room that was assigned to you. Gino Reyes.
Mr. Strickland, who are you here for?
I'm here on Berry Lands.
Oh, perfect. You're here for Mr. Del Corto. Okay, I'm going to put you in a breakout room right now.
Thanks.
Paul or Jennifer, do one of y'all want to come down here for a plea on Davila?
Monica, you're still good.
Yeah, I just sent you a text. Just need those reset sheets, and then Mr. Serta is interested in taking a plea today.
Okay, I'll get you the paperwork. Does he have access to your notary, or like can he FaceTime with the clerk here on Zoom to get it sworn to? And then we can even do a waiver of personal appearance to just close it out. Or is he here in person?
No, he is on Zoom. And he's in Laredo. Can he?
I can email it all to you, and if as long as he can sign that waiver of personal appearance, and he can do it with your notary or our clerk, as long as he can appear on that.
Okay, yeah, certainly. Yeah,
Okay.
I can get him lined up with our notary. Thanks.
Okay, then what I'll do is, if you want to go ahead and release him from the Zoom, I'll get you the paperwork today, and he can just get it right back to us. And then on your clients that want PTD, do they want to start that today, or they want to start that in 30 days?
Probably in 30 days. I'm going to need to visit with them about all that it's required, but they're
Okay.
interested in that too. Okay.
Okay, and then Mr. Soto is at probation, is that correct?
I believe so. Or no, he's in the courtroom.
He's in the courtroom. Okay, let me see. Tim Bowen.
Go ahead.
I'm going to put you in a breakout room. Will you give your phone to Mr. Soto and let him sit somewhere with your phone?
Yes, I will.
Monica, if you'll move KCSO Bowen, that'll get you Mr. Soto.
Thank you.
And then we'll email all those other things too.
Can they be excused, or do we need to receive them and then sign them?
You can excuse them from here as long as they understand that they must sign it before 5. If they don't get it back, then a warrant will go out.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Rosales, if you've already met with probation, you're good to go. Thank you very much. What we'll do is on your contact information, Mr. Rosales, did you give him your email address? No, go ahead and drop it here in the chat for you, and I'm going to email you one form, okay?
So
Jennifer,
I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
I may have missed something, but I met with Merced Rosales Senior in the courtroom
Okay.
and filled out a poppers. He said it was his case set today, and this is his son that's on the Zoom call that was set later next month.
No.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Renee. I'll talk to him. Okay. Mr. Rosales, since your case isn't set today, I'm going to send you an email with a reset. Can you handle signing that on your phone today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and email it to this email that you've provided to me at the iCloud. So I'll send that to you and we'll pull your case forward, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a very good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Have you helped Eric?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Rios, you are excused from court. Just remember to check your email for that reset sheet. Miss Lee,
Okay.
you're excused from court. Just check your email for that reset sheet. Mr. Reyes, you're also excused from court. Just check your email for that reset sheet. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Mr. Gino Reyes, you're excused from court. Thank you. Mr. Hernandez, you are also excused from court. Check your email, okay? It'll be sometime, probably around lunchtime, that I'll send that over to you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, who's it with the probation office? Is it you, Courtney?
Well, who do you need, Monica? Do you need to talk to Mr. Justice?
I do, thank you.
Okay, we will put him in. He's going to be on the screen marked probation office. We'll get him in.
Probation office? All right, I'll sign a breakout room for that. Thank you.
Mhm.
In breakout room number 9, but his attorney never came over.
Jennifer? Tied up on something else, I guess. Ms. Kerala?
We're supposed to put him in a breakout room. He's in there, but she's not.
Javier, she's in a breakout room right now.
Okay, we have her client here waiting for her, and she hadn't showed up.
So
So
breakout room 9.
they were in 9.
Okay, Eric, that should work for you.
Got it. Thank you.
No problem. Sir, at Geo in Court 1, can you tell me your name, please? You're on mute, so you'll have to have someone either hit the space bar for you, or if you'll need someone to unmute you. Courtney, you can let Mr. Salcedo go.
All right, thanks.
No problem. Sorry about that. My chat wasn't working.
It's all good, no worries.
Denise, I'm going to move you into a breakout room. I'm sorry, you came in late and I got you kind of lost in the mix. So I'm going to move you right now.
No worries. Thank you.
Is somebody coming from Geo? Okay. Are you Ronnie Martinez by chance? You are?
She's close.
There you go.
Okay. Are you Ronnie Martinez?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Martinez, we have your paperwork signed and we're presenting it to the judge. We don't have a hold on you here. So did you handle your Wilson County bonds?
Well, yeah, I'm actually released from here in Wilson County. I just I had a hold in Duval County, so my lawyer was working on that this morning.
Your lawyer's on here, Ms. Corrales, so I just wanted you to confirm that we do have your paperwork back and that we're good with you. She's done everything she needed to do here. So we're going to go ahead and get this paperwork signed. We'll send a copy of it to your lawyer. But one thing I did notice, and so I have Ms. Leal here from the county clerk's office. We thought you were released, so we created that paperwork like you were going to be doing it free from custody. I'm going to have Ms. Leal swear you in, just confirming the paperwork she received is something you signed. Is that okay with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Jamie? Okay, when she gets back here, we're going to do that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
I've got Mr. Martinez here in my screen. Mr. Martinez was prepared in such a way that we thought he would already be free from custody. I know you received that copy of the paperwork, which you sent to me. Can you just swear him in and confirm that that is the paperwork that he signed so that you can?
Yes, let me print that out and then I can show it to him and swear him in.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
And his attorney, Ms. Corrales, is on here.
Okay, perfect.
Mr. Martinez, I work with Stephen Barrera. We spoke on the phone. It's been about a week or two, I think.
So Jamie, I'm gonna go ahead and leave y'all, but then join another room. But when he, that should be all you need, Mr. Martinez. So once you're done with Ms. Leal, you're good to go back until you get that Duval hold, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just printing out the paperwork. Give me a few minutes. While I'm printing that out, is Brianna Gordon on?
Yes, ma'am.
Oops, give me 1 second. Brianna, I'm about to email you over all of the affidavits from today. So you should just be receiving that shortly.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Reyes, can you hear me? Gino Reyes? Mr. Reyes, if you can hear me, you've been excused from court, sir. Check your email for a reset sheet.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry about that. My printer ran out of paper. Okay, so I'm just gonna swear you in, Ronnie.
Oh, okay, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is just stating the paperwork that you are Ronnie Martinez, charged with assault causing bodily injury, family violence, which is a class A. And so this is the paperwork you went over with your attorney?
Yeah, I have it actually right here.
Okay, perfect. And so that paperwork you went over with your attorney and understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
If you'll just turn over to the signature page, I'm just gonna verify that that is your signature here on this.
Yes, ma'am.
And so everything is good to go. I'll send this over to the judge if you're okay with that, Monica.
Yes, that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And you're done, Ronnie.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Monica, do you have a minute by any chance?
Yeah, let me get into a breakout room with you real quick.
Okay, Nathan. Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
are you Nathaniel Scott Myers?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Myers, your attorney and I have conferred, and so I know you came on here a little late, so she's given me permission to give you this announcement. What we're going to do today is reset your case for a pretrial for me to have a chance to get your attorney some documentation that I owe her. It's not her fault. It's something I need to get her for discovery purposes. So I'm going to email your attorney, Ms. Martinez, a reset form. Then from that reset form, she's going to forward it to your email. You'll need to sign it from your phone and then send it back to her. Take a screenshot, email it back to her. However you want to do that, you can print it and sign it. And then whatever is easiest for you, it looks like you're working. So sign it from your phone, send it back to Ms. Martinez. Ms. Martinez will need to send it to me, and then we'll have the judge sign it. All of that fluid motion needs to happen before 5 o'clock today. We are going to get it to your attorney within the next hour. So just make sure that you can then check your email within an hour or two and then get it back to her, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can go ahead and log off the Zoom. Just make sure that your attorney has your email address and your phone number. If she does, then you're good to go. If she doesn't, then drop it to her in the chat privately, and then you're good to go, okay?
All righty, thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Bye-bye. Mr. Mahaffey, you're going to get an invitation to go into this breakout room, and we're going to get your ticket taken care of. Thank you for your patience. I'm sorry for the delay. Brianna.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
It looks like we sent you the poppers on your people, and some of them are here and some of them are in person. So what I was going to do is have you, before they get reset, meet with them so that you can do that. So I'm going to make you a co-host. And so that way you can pull anybody that you need in person. If you'll let Deputy Bowen, he's labeled in here KCSO Bowen. If he has people in person in the courtroom, he will give them his phone and let them visit away from him so that you can talk to them and get any information you need. But if you need anything from me, just holler at me, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Brandon, if you need to, you can send me some as well. I didn't get the list, but.
And it looks like I think y'all have got Mr. Rivas here. So I figured if Brianna can create a breakout, there's breakout rooms open, Brianna. So if you'll just take breakout room, either 13, 14, or 15, whichever number appeals to you the most.
Okay, I'm actually still waiting to get the affidavits. They haven't come through yet.
Great.
So I'm not sure.
Came from Jamie.
Yeah, I sent them
at 10:46. So they're in cyberspace too. That's when I got them.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
and then I forwarded them to you as well, Janisha. I don't know if that helps any.
Thank you.
I didn't send it in the original message, but I'll forward them.
Thank you.
And so, Rana, my thought is if you put your investigator, Miss Davis, in a breakout room and then just start pulling people in as you see appropriate, that's cool.
Miss Davis is an attorney, not an investigator. Oh, sorry.
No, I said.
I see. Sorry, I got you.
Yeah. I know who you are. There's just some, I don't know who D. Rivas is.
Yeah, Mr. Rivas.
Yeah, I see that now.
He's new to the party and because it has his video off.
Dan, are you there?
We're
Our investigator, Mr. Dan Reeves. Thank you.
Glad to have you, Dan.
Good to meet you, man.
Okay. I have somebody on the Zoom labeled iPhone. Can you please let me know who you are? I'm going to ask to unmute you so you can identify yourself.
Hi,
Could you tell me your name, sir?
Giovanni Malquina.
Okay, I had renamed you before. Let me rename you again. Giovanni, do you want to have a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to represent yourself? Tell me what you want to do, or do you want to hire your own attorney?
Represent myself. So
Okay, so if you'll just bear with us a little bit, we'll put you in a breakout room, okay?
okay.
So go ahead and stay on. It won't take but a second. Mr. Gutierrez, Julio. Mr. Gutierrez.
Yes.
Okay, I can hear you now. You weren't here when the judge originally called the docket. Do you want to represent yourself? Do you want a court-appointed attorney?
I want to represent myself.
Okay, so I'm going to put you in a breakout room. It'll take a little bit for someone to join you, but just go ahead and go into that room when you get the invitation, and then someone will be with you. It may take a little bit of patience on your part, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
This is Michael, she is a girl, I have the headline. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you the paperwork, so it's.
Mr. Martinez, I believe you're good to go. So if they want to send you back to your cell, do you need anything else from the court or from myself?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so they can go ahead and send you back, and you can tell them that they can log off the Zoom, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Safe travels.
Yes.
Get access to the scan paperwork. Okay, I'm in sushi bond paperwork, send you paperwork, bond paperwork. You're going to fill it out and back to me. All the process. So you got it from the day it gets into.
Good morning, Deputy Bowen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Do you have Miss Priscilla Pena in the courtroom?
Mr. Pena.
I think it's a miss. And then M. Rosales, senior and junior. I'm not sure which is present in the courtroom.
Let's see right here. You senior or junior? Seniors here.
Okay, thank you. Can we be placed in a breakout room with, well, let me place the breakout room.
Ms. Gordon, were you going to that
Yes,
breakout
sir.
room? Should
Yes,
have been
I'm
number,
trying to figure out how to do that actually.
Breakout room
it should have been breakout room 9.
I'll assign it, Javi.
Thank you, because I don't see breakout room on my screen. Thanks, Paul.
Courtney or Renee? Do we have anybody left with you that needs to be seen in your office?
I believe Paul Justice is still waiting outside, but he has gone in a breakout room with
Monica.
Monica.
Mr. Justice is going to get a reset from Ms. Corrala to May. So we're going to try to go ahead and get that resolved ahead of time. Our May docket's full, but we're just going to do it as an add-on. So we'll just send over a reset to you right now so we can send him on his way. Is he the only other person?
He's the only.
Vanessa, on Paul Justice, did you do his reset already? Will you forward just Mr. Justice's to, are you at Valerie's computer?
I'm at Valerie's computer, and yes, he is the only one we have here in the
Will you
office.
send just Mr. Justice's to Valerie's Compost's email, and then Renee will print it and have them sign it? Okay, we'll send it over to you. We've already sent it to Monica, so, but then that way he doesn't have to go back and forth.
Okay.
And then I think we're good to go for all of y'all. So if y'all have things to do, we'll send you on your way. We do have, I think we have one plea that Mr. Reese did for probation. So I think we either in the process of sending them over to you or getting that over. So.
Okay. Is that Jennifer Guzman?
Yes. So we'll get that over to you shortly.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And we're free to go?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thanks.
Jennifer,
Yes, ma'am.
did you want to go over FTA so I can run them over to Javier to get him to sign if you have
Yes,
time?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I just need to do Mr. Reese's paperwork, but I've got, okay. Nobody on page 1.
No.
Mr. Villarreal showed up on page 2.
Okay.
He was in person and that was reset to August between Mr. Ernst. Okay. And nobody on page 3. And then on page 4, Mr. Leal showed up late in person with Mr. Reynolds.
Right, I got that off.
Number 5, Mr. Myers showed up late with Miss Martinez and he was reset to July.
What about Jeremy Rodriguez?
I have a note that Mr. Reynolds conferred with him. So, and that was going to be reset. So.
Okay, I will mark that off the list then.
And Mr. Lockhart was Mr.
Saw him
Perkins
present.
Reset, yes. And then I have nobody on page 6.
Right.
On page 7, I have a Terry Courtney Campbell that did not appear.
Correct.
And then I have Julio Gutierrez showed up late, pro se.
Right.
And then on page 8, I have a no-show on a Tanya Marie Stewart.
Yes, I have her too.
And then nobody on page 9 except for Miss Stewart. I have on page 10, Jimmy Garza did not show.
Right.
I have Giovanni Marquina showing up late, so he's here.
Right.
You corrected the Merced Rosales situation for us.
Yes.
Nobody on page 11. And on page 12, I have Mr. Lands appearing with Mr. Strickland late, and we've sent him a reset to July.
Okay, perfect. I'll get those that we mentioned over to Javier.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good reset.
Huh? Yeah.
Okay, Tim, is there anybody left in there that needs to be visited with?
Yes, we have 3 still here that haven't been in the breakout room.
Okay, and they go to Rio Grande Legal Aid?
Where?
Do they have attorney?
Yes, we're waiting for a breakout room with them.
Okay, so
They can be placed in one with me.
I'll just put, Janisha, I'm gonna put you in there with Tim's phone for right now.
Okay. Thank you.
Gracias.
Tim, if you'll just put the next individual in there.
Yes, ma'am.
And then Javier, I'm gonna have you use your phone, and Brianna, can I put you in a room with Mr. Reyes's phone?
Absolutely.
Okay. Javier, I know that's your y'all's phone. If y'all just want to prop them up somewhere that they can talk to them, that way they don't have to touch your phone, whatever's better for you. Tim, did y'all get invitations? And Javier?
Not yet. Negative.
It shows I sent them both to you.
All right,
Tap
I
the
got
bottom.
mine.
Of your phone. Okay. If you tap maybe the bottom of your phone, Javier, on the right, maybe it has an option.
I just found it first grade here and grab it.